Hello YouTubers, and welcome to the DealsPrime.com review channel. Today we're going to be doing a really special in-depth review for the Ainol Numi Note 9. It's also known as the AX9 Spark, and this is an octa-core tablet PC, and see it's a AX and then AX9, and then that's the Spark octa-core. And basically, if you don't know about Ainol or the Spark, there was a Spark 1, Spark 2, and then the Numi Note 9 series. It actually it basically includes phone calling. So you can see there's a phone here, so it supports phone calling, and then it supports GSM, quad-band GSM, and then 3G WCDMA. Some other cool things about this tablet are it has a 9-inch IPS screen. Now that's another difference, is the Spark 1 and 2, they actually had a 9.7-inch screen. So that's one difference, another difference. And the pixel resolution is 1920 by 1280. It does have Bluetooth, 3G, again, Full HD 1080p, Wi-Fi, and then this should be running Android 4.4 KitKat. So we'll actually confirm that in a second. And this is a 16GB model, and it looks like it will only be released in black, because there's not a color option here. Okay, so in this review we're just going to show you the build of the tablet and the accessories, the free YouTube promo gift, and then we'll power this baby on and then show it in action, show you the settings, and do some web browsing. So again, I want to remind you guys to like our video, also subscribe. Okay, so let's just check out the build of the tablet. So we actually just now ran an Antutu benchmark test, and you can check out that full review. It's part 1. This is actually part 2. So on the front here we can see that there is a 2-megapixel camera. It supports video chat. On the side, this is has an aluminum housing, and then on this you can see it's a really slim tablet. This is actually slimmer than the Spark 1 and 2. So this is the power button, the volume up, volume down, and this looks like a pinhole reset button here. So if you need to reset or do a hard reset on your tablet for any reason, you can gently press this button with a pin or a needle. Okay, at the back here we can see that there is a 8-megapixel camera, and then the camera flash, 3.5mm headphone jack, micro USB port, and this back cover, it actually pops off. This is plastic. And we can see here it has dual SIM slots, so there's a SIM A and a SIM B. So looks like SIM A is actually a full-size slot, and then B is at the top here. So full size on the bottom, and then there's a micro SIM for B. And then there's a micro SD card slot to the right of the micro SIM slot. Okay, so dual SIM, dual standby, and then at the bottom here we can see that it has dual speakers, 1, 2, and then again this is the AX series, or the Numi Note 9, AX9. And here we can actually see it says Spark. So it's kind of like, it can be a little bit confusing. That's how I know it is, because they have basically they have a domestic and a foreign audience. So you see at the code it says that it's a 16GB model, and a 5V in, 500 milliamp. Okay, so now that we've shown you the build of the tablet, let's just show you the accessories and the free YouTube promo gift. Now by the time you see this video, there actually should be a link linking to DealsPrime.com. Make sure that in the YouTube video description that the link is going to DealsPrime.com, because we actually are offering more things than other people are, and just to make sure that you get all the get all the goodies. Then make sure if it's not linking to Deals Prime, then just type in DealsPrime.com and you can do a search for AX9. Okay, so let's show you the box. So there's a compartment here on the side, and I just now pulled out a wall charger, and then there's a data cable here. We're actually preparing some shipments, so you can excuse the tape and bubble wrap. Okay, so this is a US style plug, and you can see at the input it's rated 100 to 240 volts and 5 volt 1.5 amp. And this is a US style plug, flat pin plug. Now when you order and you're in the UK, Australia or Europe, it'll come with your country's power plug adapter free, only from Deals Prime. Also, we're including a free neoprene case. Now, this is a nice $10 value. You can use this to package your AX9 when you're on the go. Now the only trick to this is, in order to get the case, you actually need to ask us to please include the free YouTube promo case, and you can do that inside the order notes section during checkout. Now in order to see the order notes section, again, you need to go to dealsprime.com and then register on our site and then log in and then check out, and then you'll see the order notes section during checkout. Okay, so we're about halfway through this review. Now let's just go in depth and show you some of the settings, the user interface. So again, we just now ran an Antutu benchmark test. We won't go into the results. Well, actually, we will. Just really quickly, we'll show you the results. We won't go in depth or anything, so you can pause your screen anywhere that you like. So again, it has octa-core 1.7 GHz CPU. 8 megapixel camera on the back, and this is the firmware version. It was last updated on July 29, so it's really a new release. Okay, now let's just go back. So on the side here, here are some Chinese apps. So you can actually delete any of the apps that you don't like, and that would just free up some more of the memory for you. So we have settings. We'll go into settings in a second, but first let's check out the camera. And when you first boot it, sometimes they have this kind of like a guide or tutorial on how to use the camera. Okay, so this does have a capacitive screen, so just zoom in or zoom out. And we'll just take a picture of the charger. So this is looking good. So definitely an 8 megapixel camera, and it takes nice and clear photos. So good job on the camera. Then on the side here, you can see it has text, like this is for texting. And just to make sure the keyboard is English, you can just press this right there, and also there's an English there. So it's already on English. So no tapping noise or vibration when you type, but when you do navigate, there is a small vibration. We'll check out all the icons here, and there's actually a phone here. Not sure why the phone isn't right here. It's usually on this right here, but you can see it does have phone. So dialing in a number, and the speakers on the back. So let's make sure that the speakers are all the way turned up. Okay, so nice volume. Again, speakers at the bottom. And this is that screen that we just now saw. It's a nice feature of KitKat. Okay, so you can kind of see all the things that we've been doing today. So connected to the internet, and then downloaded Antutu, and then took a picture, and then try to make a phone call. Now there is no SIM inserted, so we can't make a call in this review. Okay, now let's check out all the icons, then we go into settings and do some web browsing. Okay, so backup and restore, camera, downloads, FM radio, Google Play Store, MX Player. Looks like there's probably a promo video here. Okay, so you see that it definitely has a high definition screen. And this is an IPS screen, so it has a wide viewing angle, 170-degree viewing angle. The IPS screens are also anti-glare, so you can clearly view the screen in the under the sunlight. So nice little preview there. And let's see if there's anything else under this video player. Let's see. So it'll ask you what type of player, and you just click just once, or else you won't be able to use the other. Okay, so it's the same video. Someone I know likes Transformers. Okay, Play Store. I don't mind Transformers. It's just okay. Play Store. In the settings, we'll go in there in a second. Sim Toolkit, Sound Recorder, Talk, To-Do List, Voice Search. Okay, now let's go into settings and then we'll do some web browsing. So it does have Bluetooth, and we'll just check out About Tablet. Okay, so it is running Android 4.4.2 KitKat, the NUMI Note 9. Let's check out the language and input for all of our international viewers. So again, you can take this time to like our video, also subscribe. And remember, you can check out part 1 and 2 to Smart Test. So let's go to apps real quick. So in the apps, you can see at the bottom there's the way that it's partitioned. There's about 1 gigabyte there, and then 11 gigabytes here. So that's about 12 gigabytes free out of the 16. And then running, we should be able to see the RAM. So 2 gigabytes RAM with about 784 megabytes free. And here are all the apps. So we'll just scroll through this. Looks like there's so Bluetooth, from radio, Google Play Store, GPS test. So this is built-in GPS, standalone GPS. Sim Toolkit, and it has YGPS, so definitely it does have built-in GPS. And the Play Store. Okay, now let's just do some web browsing. So we'll open up this browser, and so again, there should be a link to our site inside the YouTube video description, but if there isn't, you can just type in Deals Prime. Now this is actually going to our mobile site, so this hasn't been added yet. That's how new this unit is. So this is another reason for you to subscribe, is we get these units in first. So we just now did a search for AX9, and it looks like we do have it on the site. Nice. So again, the MTK8382 CPU. And here it is. Looks like this is the white version though. So I guess there may be white in the future, but that's black that's been released first. Okay, so this is the AX9 NUMI 3G. So this is not actually the listing, because the tablet that we're viewing right now, it's actually an octa-core tablet. So I guess this is again, this is a Spark. So you can just do a search for Spark. So that may be a little bit confusing. We'll just make sure that the link inside of our YouTube video description is correct. So this has not been added, but you can do a search for Spark. It's probably the best. So there's a Spark 2, and again, you can see it's out of stock or out of production. And then in the future, we'll have the in-stock version. Now the Spark was actually also called the FireWire back in the day. So yeah, okay, so this just about wraps up this review. I want to remind you guys to like our video, also subscribe, and thanks for watching. So again, the octa-core CPU is really fast.